We get asked a lot if we could check your cortisol during our routine lab testing. And I will check it, but I will disclose that it does not really change anything clinically for us. What does that mean? It means that depending on the time of the day, your cortisol is going to be different. Your cortisol does spike physiologically in the morning. That helps you wake up. And it kind of fluctuates throughout the day based off what's happening to you. And a single cortisol test does not tell me much. I mean, if you have true adrenal insufficiency like Addison's disease or extremely high cortisol like Cushing's disease, these are much more dramatic and not really reflective of what people are reaching out to ask us to check their cortisol for. A lot of times social media is blaming cortisol for every ailment in that you need to fix your cortisol. And that's fine and dandy, but there's no real way to just fix your cortisol. A lot of it comes down to hormonal optimization, controlling your stress, and everything we're talking about anyways. A lot of times adrenal fatigue or chronic stress symptoms, that kind of stuff, is really masked hypothyroidism, and optimizing your thyroid can help. Sometimes it's low testosterone, getting your testosterone in check. And so that's why just getting the myriad of hormones to help guide is really the best way to go, rather than just hyper focusing on cortisol alone. The saliva and Dutch tests and that kind of stuff, they do give multiple points of cortisol throughout the day, and that's good, and it provides some evidence and it provides some information. But again, it's nothing that changes my clinical management a lot of times. I'm still going to tell you to get good sleep, control your stress as best as possible. We're going to be optimizing your hormones anyways if you're still symptomatic. So I don't really rely on the cortisol to guide my management. I'm not going to be recommending any different supplements or anything based off a cortisol test, and so it typically just ends up being expensive and extra cost without any additional change in the management of your symptoms. But still, if you are struggling with high stress and everything, that does still need to be discussed and worked on, whether it's through meditation, therapy, continued hormone optimization, better sleep, exercise. All of that can play a part in improving a lot of these high cortisol symptoms that social media touts.